It's that time again! 2010-2011 Cochino Fantasy Football season is about to begin. Are you guys ready? This season we got a couple newcomers. We got Erik Oster residing in Chino Hills, California, and Gus Gonzalez residing in Upland, California. It's going to be an exciting season, folks. Let's get started with the draft. First pick of the draft, Gus Gonzalez. Welcome to the league, Gus. Seeing as it's Gus Gonzalez' first season with the league, he does not have the option for a keeper. With the league rules as that are posted online, those that were previously in the league have the option to either waive their first pick to have their keeper or keep their pick and start fresh. Gus, welcome to the league. Second pick of the draft this season is going to be Marco Gonzalez. Overall, Marco Gonzalez has had a total record of 18-8. He is second place in the league overall over the past two seasons. This season he has a second place, or he's the second pick, which means he does have the option to either keep one of his star players from last season or start fresh. Marco did have a very triumphant season the first year of fantasy football. However, he failed epically as if he were attempting the Monster Pizza Challenge. Marco Gonzalez, good luck. And for the third pick of the draft, we have Jack Jeremiah Blestuncio Flores. Thank you. Overall, Jack Flores has ranked number 6 in fantasy football over the past two seasons. Last year, he actually made it to the playoffs, only to fail in the in the final round, getting second place. With that, Jack Flores has been known to have unorthodox picking strategies. First, picking Brett Favre, someone who no one was sure if he would even come back to the league. Second, picking individuals with the most African American names possible. It seems last season it did work pretty well. Jack Flores did get second place, and he was in the money.
Amen.
This season, who knows what Jack will do? Brett Favre isn't even sure if he's going to play again. Most likely, we think Jack will pick him. Why? Because he's Jack Flores. With our fourth pick of the draft, we have Christopher Colflesh. Rampage has ranked 6th place in both of the last two seasons. Overall, though, he does rank 4th place in the whole league of both seasons of Cochino Fantasy Football. Christopher Colflesh, we welcome you. And once again, you do have the option to keep one of your starting members from last year's team or to start fresh in the picking. Thank you. And for the 5th pick of the draft, we have Laura Dueñas Flores. Laura has had a tough time in fantasy football. Her first season, she made it all the way to the finals just to fall short. Just like her husband falls short in everything in life. Everything in life. Everything in life. With this, Laura is also a known multitasker. With last year's draft, she did pick for 3 individuals, one of who ended up coming in second place. Laura Flores, you do have the option to keep one of your star players from last season or to start fresh with your 5th round pick. Damien Kidman has had utter failure in fantasy football. Over 2 seasons, he has a losing record of 9-17. Last season, he was an Eagles fan, with Brian Westbrook being one of the star players. Now that Westbrook is no longer an Eagle, where will Damien's allegiance lie?
Cowboys?
We'll find out this next season of Cochino Fantasy Football. For the 7th pick of the 2010 Cochino Fantasy Football season, we do have Erik Oster. Now, Erik Oster is the son of one of the manliest men on earth, Dan Oster, a big fan of NASCAR. He likes watching things go in circles. And with going in circles, will Erik be able to follow his path down the drain to victory? We'll find out this season on Cochino Fantasy Football. And the 8th pick of the draft, Eric Seymour Bush. Without his ball and chain dragging him down, will Erik be able to reach the heights of victory? In the last 2 seasons of Cochino Fantasy Football, Erik has ranked 7th place both seasons. Overall, he is 10th place, with Nathaniel Battlestar Galactica ranking 11th because he has only played in 1 season. Eric Bush, we hope that you can somehow succeed in fantasy football and life and start smashing on hot bitches. Rene Pinnell. Well, Rene, welcome to Fantasy Football 2010. We know it's your first time. We'll be gentle. Just relax and let us take it all from here. Just relax.
Whoa.
Nathan Battaglia. Last season was Nathan's inaugural season with the Cochino Fantasy Football. He did end up in 8th place out of 10 teams. Nathan is also newly single. We'd like to introduce you to Eric Bush.
That which disturbs your soul you must not suffer.
Brian Roky. Overall, Brian Roky has a total 2-season record of 13, 11, and 1. However, last season he did make it to the championship and did beat Jack Flores. Brian Roky will be trying to regain his title and maintain his ability to dominate. Overall, Brian Roky will most likely use his winnings to buy copious amounts of marijuana, smoke it, and watch MTV television shows. Brian Roky, good luck. For our 12th pick of the 2010-2011 Cochino Fantasy Football season, we do have Christopher Lee Bush.
Yay!
Christopher Bush has ranked 3rd place in the last 2 fantasy football seasons. This season, can Chris get over the hump? Will he be able to make it to the finals? And if he does, will he succeed?
Is that a hump joke about my back? All right.
For the 13th pick of the draft, we have Rob Miller. Rob Miller has placed 7th both seasons in Cochino Fantasy Football, 2008 and 2009 season. Rob Miller, if you're new to the league, will make numerous amounts of trades with you that are completely worthless. Just entertain him. He's just here for the money. Good luck, Rob. And for the final pick of the 2010-2011 Cochino Fantasy Football League, we do have David Martins. Now, David Martins has fared very well in Cochino Fantasy Football. His first season, he rose to the top to win it all.
Like an egg roll?
Second season, he was dominating during the regular season, only to be defeated in his 2 playoff games, being knocked out of the money. Overall, David Martins ranks number 1 in fantasy football standings for the Cochino group. This year, he has a 12th pick, which would either give him the option to keep his original star player from the 2009 season or to start fresh with a brand new team. This is where all the marbles fall. This is when football begins.